Hey everyone, today we get the story of David and Bathsheba. In the spring, when kings go off to war, David sent Joab along with his servants and all the Israelites, and they destroyed the Ammonites, attacking the city of Rabbah. But David remained in Jerusalem. One evening, David got up from his couch and was pacing back and forth on the roof of the palace. And from the roof, he saw a woman washing. The woman was very beautiful. David sent someone and inquired about the woman. The report came back, "Isn't this Eliam's daughter, Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?" So David sent messengers to take her. When she came to him, he had sex with her. Now she'd been purifying herself after her monthly period. Then she returned home. The woman conceived and sent word to David saying, "I'm pregnant." So those two words are the only thing that Bathsheba says in this encounter, in fact, in this entire book. And yet, despite this lack of information from her, a lot of people are quick to assign motivations to her actions in this story, right? She knew what she was doing. She was asking for it. She's just a power-hungry seductress. If she didn't want to sleep with David, she should have said something, or it's really all her fault. Now, these responses are a classic case of blaming the victim, and it has to stop. Responsibility for this sin lies with the person who's responsible, and that is King David. The narrator makes it clear that David should have been off at battle with everyone else, not lounging around in his palace. And despite the way that the story is often told, and even the way that a certain song talks about it, Bathsheba was not bathing on her roof. It says David was on his roof, right? It's kind of more like a balcony looking down over everybody else. A rooftop bathtub doesn't seem like the best idea to me, and I don't think there's any good evidence that that was what they did. So, I mean, he's the one that's peeping here. And can you really say no to the king? The whole narrative of this book has been about, if you have a king, what is he going to do? He's going to take. And that's literally the word that he uses here. He takes Bathsheba. And so I don't see consent. I see sexual assault. The scriptures depict Bathsheba as an innocent victim, so why don't we see her that way? It's part of an unfortunate trend of excusing powerful men for their sexual improprieties. Right? Boys will be boys. They can't help themselves. There is a place for forgiveness eventually, but it comes with repentance, and it comes sometimes with unavoidable consequences, as we'll see later in this story. It doesn't come with minimizing or letting the perpetrator off the hook. So why does this matter? This matters because there are Bathshebas who have been abused and then blamed in our churches, in our world, in our families even. So it's time for us to stand up and listen to the victims and stop blaming them.